Okay. So, previous class, based on 72%, 72%, we claim that this model is impossible. This model is impossible. Okay? It's like, you see a footprint on the ground. It's already on. It's already on YouTube. You see a footprint on the ground. Okay? And normally we're assuming that, it's an elephant, because in our areas, a lot of elephants. We're assuming it's an elephant. But when you look at the footprint, you see, wow, it's unlikely, it's impossible to be the elephant. The chance of this to be the elephant is very, very small. It's a strange footprint. Then the conclusion is it's not elephant. Okay? This footprint is not elephant. But we do not have the conclusion say this is a bear or this is a tiger or this, another model. We are not making such a statement. We just make the statement. It's impossible to be this model. It's impossible to be this. Are you following me? It's impossible to be the elephant when you look at the footprint on the ground. Even though, let's say, we have a lot of elephants in this area, but by this footprint, the chance is very, very small. The chance is very, very small. So we reject it's not elephant. We reject is not this model. Okay, they give another thing. They changed the data a little bit. If it's 28 people out of the 50 chosen the fresh coffee, if it's 28 out of the 50, so the percentage is 56%. The percentage is 56%. Okay? So basically, if we are not to, basically it's here. 56 and 57, okay? Let's say it's here. So for this probability, what's this probability? What's this probability? What's this probability? This is the 68%. This is the 68%. What's the half? 34%. Okay? 34%. All the total is 50%. 50% minus 34. 16%. 16%. Then, if the data is 56% is here, probability that this model is true, is a 16%. Is a 16%. That is a big probability. So we cannot deny, we cannot reject this model. Okay? So the conclusion is we cannot reject this model. This is the conclusion. Maybe in real life, is this. Maybe in real life is this. Maybe in real life is this. But we can, based on the data, we can, the p-value, this is 0.16. The p-value is 0.16, 16%. I said what? To reject it, you need to be 0.05. You need it to be very small, 5%, to say it is not elephant. It is not elephant. For this, the probability to be the elephant, when you look at the footprint, the calculation is the probability to be the elephant is a 16%. Is a 16%. That's big. That's big. So we the claim they cannot tell the fresh coffee from instant coffee. They cannot tell the we cannot, the conclusion is we don't know. The conclusion is that we don't know. If it's a 56%, if it is a 56%, if you get a research result, is this 72%? You will be happy because this is some strong statement. You can publish a paper. You can say this is wrong. It's not elephant. It's not elephant. I'm sure it is impossible to be elephant. But if you did research and you get the p-value, you cannot say anything. You cannot say anything. The chance to be elephant is 16%. It could be tiger. It could be a car. Could be anything. We cannot reject the null hypothesis. Let's see. So I'm a little lazy. I assuming it's 5.7. Actually, it's a little bit more. It's point is 0.56. So is not 0.16, it's even odd, it's a 0.2. It's a even 0.2. Okay. So the bottom line is that we cannot be sure that is untrue. We cannot say this is wrong. We cannot say this is wrong. It could be due to the chance alone. Could be due to the chance alone. Okay? So this example is appetite for the p-value. Is appetite. Now they're talking about what is a p-value. The null hypothesis is what I say null model. Okay, you assuming hypothesis. You assuming such. You assuming is elephant. Okay, the first in the beginning. You already have a model in your mind. You have a model in your mind. And this model, the label is HO. And then our purpose, our goal is to say this model is impossible or not. It's impossible or not. So in that coffee example, the model in our mind is this one, is a 0.5. Okay? And the alternative model is this P is greater than 0.5. Is that people do have the preference. People do have the preference. Okay. But the alternative model is not specific, say, is 0.7 or 0.6. It's just like this is an elephant. The null model is elephant. And another model is different animal. We just know if it's not elephant, then it's a different animal. We are not making statements say it's a tiger or it's a bear. And this is the p-value. The probability. Okay. We are just move on. You should read, okay? You should read. Now let's do another example. Let's do another example. Example 2. So this is the truth. This is the truth that the count, count, noble, right? And he tossed his coin 4,040 times. And he got the 20 and 48 heads. It's not exactly 50%. It's not exactly 50%. The proportion is what? The proportion is 50.7%. Okay? 50.7%. Now, based on this, can you say this coin is a cheating coin? Okay. We cannot just use a feeling, okay? We need to do it mathematically. We need to do it mathematically. Okay, this is still the proportion. So assuming this is a fair, this is a fair point. So it's a 50% chance, okay? It's a 50, okay? And what is the standard deviation? 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 What is the p? What is the p? What is the p? 0.507 times 1 minus 0.507. What is n? 40, 40. And the result is on the book. Okay? You can calculate it it's on your book. What is the standard deviation? What is the standard deviation? Oh! Wrong. What's wrong here? Huh? We are assuming this model, okay? We are based on this model. In the beginning, we based on this model. And we maybe reject this model. But in the beginning, we are based on this model. What is the P? What is the P? It's a 0.5, okay? Because in the beginning, we are assuming this is the truth. Maybe later we find out, oh, this is just unlikely. Okay? What's the standard? What's the result? Is this? No? Oh. So this is the standard deviation. Is the standard deviation. Okay. And let me withdraw it. So we're assuming this coin is good, okay? So it's 0.5. And one standard deviation, one standard deviation. What's the value here? What's the value here? What's the value here? 0.50787. Yes, it. Okay. And for this one is subtract. Is this one, and I don't do it. Okay. Here is 0.4 something. Okay. Okay. And how about here? How about here? If it's twice, it's twice. That's the 0, 1, 5, 7, 4. Twice. Okay? And so what's the value to 0.5, 1, 5, 7, 4. Here's it. Here's it. And what he got, or what's the percentage he got? He got 507. Okay? 2048 out of 4040, the proportion he got is 50.7%. Okay? So it's here. So it's here. And the probability, what's the probability here? What's the probability here? What's the probability here? What's the probability? What's the probability here? It's a 16%. So we cannot reject. We cannot reject. The p-value normally is 0.16. We cannot reject this known model. Putting in another word, we cannot say this coin is not fair. Okay. We cannot say this coin is not fair. Just because it's not exactly 50% in short. We cannot say this coin is not fair. We cannot reject. We cannot reject this fact. It could be is a cheating coin. we are not saying that based on this result, this coin is fair. It could be fair or it could be a cheating coin. We don't know. Based on this, we do not know. We cannot say this not or it, you know. Oops, oops. Um, because this is coin. Because um, what do you guys in the book that the half, what is the half here? The both is the total, the blue one is a 37%. The half is what? Is a what? Is what's the half of 37%? Huh? 18.5. 18.5%. Okay? You guys said what? Said we, okay, is my fault. It's not really your fault. 16%. Where does the 18.5% come from? Why is 18.5%? Because how do we do it? How do we get this? How do we get this, guys? Because I'm rounding off. Okay? So the originally P, his P is what? 0. Right? That noble man, he throws the coin 4,040 times, and this is the proportion. So this one minus the 0.5 divided, we want to calculate the z-score. We want to calculate the z-score divided by the standard deviation. Divided by the standard deviation. 0.00787. I was giving out say it is 1. I was using say it is 1. Okay? I say this is 1. And so we got 16%. But this is not really 1. So what's the value here? What's the value here? I calculated that this pool is 0.8894. Okay? So from here to here is a 1. Okay? But actually is a 0 point, actually is here. Is a 0.88945. Okay? Now, what's this area? What's this area? What's this area? Not easy, because it's not 1, 2, 3. The 68, 95, 99.7, that's Z is 1, Z is 2, Z is 3. Now the Z is a 0.88945. Now Z is a 0.88945. It's not 0.1. I always choose Z is 1 or Z is 2. Z is 3. Remember the Z table. What do we want to find out? Z table. That is over. Yes. Let me finish this then. I need to finish this, otherwise, that if you guys know how to do it, then I don't bother. Okay, well, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay, how to find this value? Very important, right? How to find this value? How to find this value? Z is 0.88. Is what? Yes, 3133. What does that mean? What means 3133? Oh, we started the class late, okay? You said that with several minutes.
51 you started class late.
No, I was fighting. Okay, no nonsense. So what means 0.3133? What means? Which area? Which area? Is this area? 3. Yes.
0 to 2, yes.
For point 8, 8, I round up to point 89, which are only 0.89. Is this one 3133? Is here. This one plus the red shade is a 0.5. Yes. It's a, so what's the red one? 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 It's a 0.5 minus 0.3133. And what's the result? Is this is 18 point, because there's a rounding, so it's 0.1867. So this is, so when you, these four, this is all the story. When you, these four is not always this 68%, 95, is some decimal, you got to find out this. The book just directly give out the two sides, the total is 37%. Didn't tell this much detail. This one and this one is basically the same. Okay? Okay, I stop here. Okay? Okay.